So I want to talk with you guys about cleansing for a moment, right? Because I was having a little bit of a conversation with somebody on this page about, cleansing with frankincense or sage or any other rosemary or whatever kind of cleansing modality or herb that you want to use. And they were asking about, cleansing something that was already kind of charged, right? So I wanted to kind of go over a couple little things about cleansing and do's and don'ts. So if you're someone who's interested in working with frankincense or something else, you kind of understand what it's for. So basically, if you're cleansing something, what you are doing is you are removing any energy that's set in that particular object or tool or whatever, piece of clothing, whatever it is, and you are removing the energy and resetting it back to a neutral position, right? So that clears everything out of it. And what the person had been asking me about was, oils that had been blessed and charged. That they had purchased at a store. And why this is important is because a lot of times too, people tell you or, things like, okay, well, if you go pick something up at a store, make sure you cleanse it because a lot of people touch it and everything like that. And you don't want somebody else's energy in your crystal that you're trying to use for healing if they picked it up and they were pissed off. Right now the crystal's all angry and your healing goes haywire and all these things. So when is the right and wrong time to kind of cleanse things and what should you be cleansing? So I would suggest if you have any tools or anything that's new that you've purchased that maybe somebody else has even just touched or packaged or whatever, it's a great idea to clear that. However, what do you do if you have things that are already like pre-charged for energetic work or for spells or magic or things like that? Should you be clearing that out? So what I would say is because those things are charged, they're set to work at a certain level, right? And they already should probably have some protective energies in there. So if people are touching it or messing with it or anything, it should be kind of buffered out. What happens if you cleanse those with a smoke like frankincense is it could wipe everything out of there and clean that slate. So you might just have a regular oil that either has no charge or is charged less, right? If you want to test it out and see if it works, you can cleanse it and then use the oil and see if it works as effectively as it did before and after. But my recommendation would be not to cleanse that, because if I'm making something for somebody, it's a blessing oil or a cleansing oil, I already have that positive charge and that positive energy in there to keep and buffer anything out. And if you clean that and then use it, it might not be as effective. Now, if you want to try it and you have the ability to recharge things properly, then of course, you can recharge anything if you have an oopsie daisy moment. But I would not necessarily recommend putting those things through energetic cleansing process, right? That's what I would recommend for that. But anything else that needs to go through, any tool that doesn't feel like it's working properly anymore might have an excess buildup of energy. So whether you're using like a wand, whether you're using tarot cards that maybe have gotten a little bit funky, I have a video on different things you can do for the tarot cards too, if that's an issue that you have. Check that part out. But different things like maybe magical charms, like the charm has worn off or something like that. Definitely cleanse those out and reset it if you notice things aren't working. The last thing I would probably say about cleansing objects or items is I have known people, and I have had friends who have known people who have given them a gift, right? And it's been like in the spiritual area of something, whether it's been like a spray or like a perfume or a cleansing spray or even like a book or like a little something, right? What happens sometimes with people, you have to be careful. Most of the time people, when they give you a gift, it's because they're doing it from their heart and from a good place. However, sometimes people don't do that, right? Sometimes people really try to work with manipulative energies. This happens a lot with like love and romance and attachments and stuff like that, because when people aren't getting what they want, sometimes they turn to magic and try to use that in other ways to kind of manipulate or change somebody's free will, right? And take that free will away because they want what they want, not what you want, right? So if you're getting something from somebody of the opposite sex or same sex that you think might be kind of interested in you, be very careful and kind of see how the gift they got you feels, because I have seen people try to manipulate friends of mine with crystals. I've had people try to do stuff with me before, with a lot of different things, with sprays that are supposed to be, good or cleansing or powerful, but they're actually meant to do something else. So if you're not sure, if somebody's given you a gift and you're not sure how you feel about the gift, it's fine to just cleanse it out, right? Unless somebody said specifically, oh, I charged it for you with this. And even then, if you hold on to it and you feel energetically like there's something else in there or it doesn't feel good to you, cleanse the heck out of it, right? Like it's okay to take that and remove the energy out. but what it really is about is protecting you and your space and your energetic field. So those are some helpful tips I think that might be good for you if that's something that you are interested in doing, or if you have some questions about cleansing. If you have any other questions or there's a unique situation, please let me know, because I want to make what you guys want to hear. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an absolutely beautiful day.